Hey, welcome back everyone. Well, yeah, welcome back everyone to another late night here on the East Coast. How y'all doing? Yes, that new offline screen edition. Bullmex sees his first Canadian, who sees his first anime. Yeah, I kind of like it, right? I like to like Canadian who sees his first anime is like, almost like Bullmex's dad. He's like, oh, yeah, you killed my son. What do you think you're doing? Being a little bit too rough. Anyway, Sunless Sea is a game I really like. I like narrative games, I like atmospheric experiences, and I do love me some HP Lovecraft. Now, this isn't Lovecraft per se, but it's very Lovecraftian. It's enjoyable. We've talked about how much I like this game before. It's a good time. We've also done it on stream, and, well, one of our more memorable experiences of the stream was certainly the stream-ending jellyfish. That's something we've referenced a fair amount. Having a little bit of odd issues with the game right now. We'll see if that keeps up. Hopefully not. Because it used to run pretty good. There we go. This is all good time. We're just gonna check options here. Video settings. There's my... Beautiful. Perfect. That is just so much nicer. I do quite like the music of this game as well. I might turn it down a little bit for you guys. Because it's fine for me, but I always worry about deafening you guys. Might be a little quiet. We'll see. Either way. Zelvis, maybe not doing Deus Ex tonight. He hasn't 100% got back to me. He said it's a maybe. And so I was thinking to myself, I kind of want to play a game, but I only want to play for a little bit. Because long day. I'm quite ill, as you guys know, but I'm recovering. Haven't taken any medicine yet, which is excellent. Anytime you can get through an illness without medicine is good. I've been doing a little bit of home remedy stuff, but nothing too crazy. And I kind of want to assemble another Gundam, not gonna lie. So we might do that like super late. But this is something that I could definitely sink, half hour to an hour into, and I would love to start another series of this. I've always, just one of those games that I wish I finished. Either way, we will choose a past. Okay. We're in a room above the blind helmsman. Who were you? Now you're a captain. Now you belong to the Untersee. But who were you before? Alright, now this is the big moment. Iron is pretty good, increases your attacks, but I think it's one of the... It's a useful stat, but it's one of the ones that you sort of want to suffer in. Although there are a lot of challenges that require iron. That's a bit shitty. Mirrors is nice. I mean, detection and perception. Quicker you find a firing solution in combat. Again, a lot of these are tied to challenges outside. I found mirrors not usually as useful as the next one here, which is veils. Decreases the range at which enemies spot you. We found a lot of use with the veils one, as I recall. Pages, esoteric, and occasionally practical knowledge. That is just good. Increases speed at which you convert fragments to secrets, which helps your progression in the game. And hearts, inspire, heal, and defend. Pretty powerful. Pretty powerful. It's tough. I think we might go with mirrors. I do think detection and perception is interesting. I'm more of a veilsy person. I mean, well, if anything, I would be pages. Pages would be me, right? That's very much what I like. But I don't see anything. Oh yeah, poet for pages. We could do. Oh, interesting. There's nothing for veils here. Oh no, there is the street urchin. It's odd it's in a different order than it's arranged at top, but that's neither here nor there. Last time we played as the veteran of the campaign of 68. We were a hard ass. It actually started us with a cook, which was pretty cool. Maybe we do play as a poet. It's going to make combat really rough in the beginning, and that's the unfortunate part, is combat early on is kind of the easiest way to progress. because you can get a lot of nice bonuses from it. And so mirrors and iron both help with that. What would the mirrors be? A philosopher. Your peculiar theories on time, blood, and starlight have brought you down to the Neath, the cavern where London lies. Now they take you out to the Z. Okay, that sounds quite interesting. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I think pages is interesting, and I am very much a pages person, but I don't think I am very much the poet backstory. So let's go with the philosopher. That does sound quite interesting. In this game, like for actual combat, iron is better than mirrors. Mirrors is going to make you lock on faster, so it effectively increases your DPS. But a lot of time, you're sort of just trying to get behind them, get that one shot, and circle around. So, your acquaintance, the plausible surgeon, will serve as a ship's doctor until you find someone better. Oh, that's cool. He probably won't saw the wrong limb off. So pages +1, hearts +1, and doctor aboard. That could be useful. So, we're not a stranger anymore. 20 echoes, not a lot. 25 mirrors, plausible surgeon. And someone is looking for passage. So what does winning mean to you? We did the father's bones last time, and I don't actually mind doing the father's bones again, because it seemed like it had an interesting story with progression, but there was never a, like, we never got far. I think we got to, like, the second part of it. Fulfillment. Gather 100 tales, learn all you can of the Z, write a masterpiece, and retire. Huh. And that sounds quite nice. I think we'll go with the father's bones again, because I'm interested in this one. Full Fathom 5. Find where he fell and bring him home. When you found your father's bones, you can retire to victory. Explore fallen London for your first clue. Okay. So we will be known as Captain. Citizen. I think we'll be known as Citizen. I think that's fine. And we shall look like we took this last time. I thought it was quite nice, but maybe we go for something a little more, perhaps this? That could definitely fit our profession. I mean, this is pretty cool, but, I mean, that's asking for trouble. Maybe we go for this. Choose our name. Well, we will be Lobster. I think that's fine. I mean, I think this looks quite nice as well. You know, I think this reminds me a lot more of a scholarly fellow. So let's be Lobster. Your father's bones, a cold trail. Your father, lost at Z so very long ago. The trail was cold, but now you have a lead. The gracious widow. It is said that she controls half the crime in London. It is said that she is 500 years old. It is said that she can distill spirits that delight the tongue and melt the flesh. It is said that she is paid for a memorial headstone to set up for your father. What does she know? I'm not sure. The night under the earth. The widow receives you in utter darkness, blank as a bandage laid across your eyes. This is usual for the widow. Yes, she says. Her voice is oddly youthful. I have an interest in your father. I had hoped news of the headstone would bring someone looking, and here you are. I have an idea where his bones might be. Perhaps you might help me recover them, but I would like something... I would like you to recover some of my expenses. First, I need something for my tonics. Scintillac. I always want to call it Skintillac, but Scintillac. You can find it in Port Cecil. I understand. You may go. So we have to bring a unit of it back to her. Okay. Can be found in the center of the Entrazine near the Connate. Well, I remember the Connate. So, passenger here, huh? Agree to carry the Gnomic Gallivant to the Cumian Canal or the Iron and Misery Funging Station, or both. History is a horse. Who will prick it with their spurs, he cries, no one in particular. A drop of blood may be as precious as a ruby. Ooh. I don't know where the Cumean Canal is, but we'll take you anyway. I have been to the funging station, and I like that, but the map is semi-random, so he puffs out his chest. Ruby studs gleam in the lamplight. I knew London had enterprising souls still left in it. I'm seeking truth, citizens, which I am told I may find in the iron and mystery funging station and the Cumean Canal. Ideally I'd learn both, but I could settle for one. For at Port Cecil there will be a contest, and we will change the world with a game of chess. A king will fall. Interesting. Let's go to London here. We'll talk to the Admiralty. So, do you need anything in particular? So we have to go to Gator's Moor in the Corsair's Forest. Okay. Yeah. Alright. We haven't gained his favor yet. The university is locked to us. We do not have his secret. Hire on more crew. So we could buy some more crew. We're currently 8 out of 10. I'm fine with that. Fine with this. Offer a passage to a tomb colonist. I think we'll head up to Venderbright, assuming it's in the same area, because they do pay a little bit of money, which is quite nice. And there's some interesting events from that, as I recall. So off we go, boys. We're too poor to afford anything. Oh, do we want to buy, like, fuel or something? Probably not. See if I can remember the controls here. W, yeah, that increases our speed. Excellent. F. Okay, F was full power, I think. Fire, you push the engines too far. Sailors scream, flames rage. Ah, well, that's good. Pinching the wind saved injured sailors, but the ship suffered terribly. Lost 2 hull. That's fine. Good start, boys. Good start. L was the lights, that's right. Turn those off, thank you. Well, north is Venderbright, so let's head up there first, I suppose. The Z-Bat. That's right, repair the ship, okay. Alright, I'm remembering all the buttons now. Hunter's Keep is some distance to your northeast. There she is. Ooh. Low Barnett. We'll have to check this out. Turn on our lights for a moment as we step out of the comfort of London. Quiet Isle, a grand old house. Is this where we met the sisters? I really hope so. Let's see. A hump of dark rock, swathed in mist, like 100 other Untersea islands. But here's a grand house, windows aglow, lawns impossibly green and lush in the fall starlight. Raked gravel pass. Gravel, sorry. You stand on the dock as the sea nudges the ship's sides. An unexpectedly warm breeze carries the faintest trace of lavender. Present yourself to the house, definitely. Walk in the gardens. Take a couple burly sailors with you, just in case. Or reconnoiter. Oh, we can spy on the house, too. Let's spy. We have a 75%. Piano music drifts across the terrace. You peer through a half-open French window into a grand parlor, grand in size, if a little reduced in style by dust and neglect. A dark-haired, pale-skinned young woman bends earnestly over a piano keyboard. Another, fair-haired but unmistakably her sister, sprawls on the sofa with a book. A third sits by the fireplace, staring sorrowfully into the embers. Soon, she says, and the piano music falters and stops. We'll go hungry, and then the end will come. For me, but not for you. The pianist raises her eyes from the keyboard. Hush! If we don't speak of it. She frowns. Has she seen you at the window? You withdraw. We succeeded. Nice. You know something of Hunter's Keep. Okay, and we gain some fragments. Let us present ourselves. We knock. A maid with smoldering topaz eyes shows you the parlor where 3 young women await. A visitor, the youngest cries. The next youngest chuckles and the eldest sighs. Do excuse the indecorum, she says. Visitors are rare. You're very welcome. I'm Cynthia. The noisy one is Phoebe, and the cheerful one is Lucy. You are in good time for lunch. Will you join us? I most certainly will. Tiny breeze stirs your hairs and dyes. Ooh. So who do we... We can pick one of the sisters to have lunch with. So Cynthia, Lucy. So Cynthia is the eldest, melancholy, pensive, occasionally dramatic. Lucy is the middle sister. She's sunny, restless, and prone to giggles. And Phoebe is soft-voiced, watchful, and unpredictable. I think we're going to go with Lucy. A daft tale. Lucy leans over and whispers to you confidentially. A complex story about a butler, a pig, and an inheritance. You don't follow all the details of the plot, but somehow the pig ends in the attic and a butler in the vicar's bed. Candles flicker, dishes enter and leave, and the wind butts gently at the window panes. By the time the blood and pudding arrived, you're as cheerful as you've been in months. Oh, we lost 1 terror, that's nice. We're now acquainted, we've gained 1 supply. We've lost hunger, bonus. And we now have the Gods of Z Stone's attention. Parlor's empty. Where are the sisters? Yes. The maid made it clear that through a series of unwelcoming growls that Phoebe, Lucy, and Cynthia, all 3 are indisposed. No lunch today, apparently. I remember there being some shenanigans with the maid there. The sea's silenced. Ships rarely come here. Nothing changes. Even the weather. The house is the heart of the isle. The house and the sisters. But the Admiralty may be happy to know that nothing's changed, at least. True. Well, off we go, gentlemen. I suppose we're just going to turn our lights off. I'm not too worried about terror. We've learned that fuel is much more important than the sanity of our crew. So we can always reduce that once we get to London proper. So... I suppose we'll click advice for captains. It keeps popping up. Captains die, mercy machines, blah 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 blah. Oh, we can sell the book. 50 echoes. Oh, nice. 50 echoes aren't too much, but they're something. No islands within the Z-Bat's range. That's annoying. So, as I recall, we have to... Perhaps we'll... Ooh, is that still London? Yeah. So we're gonna be wasting fuel doing this, but, what the fuck? Oh shit, a pirate. Suppose we could. Our amount of damage is not ideal, but, yeah, we'll be alright. We've got them now, gentlemen. Nice easy combat there. Loot and scuttle her. A cache of curiosities. Excellent. Some sort of barrel. Tap the bung carefully. It's a firkin of honey. Oh, prisoner's honey. Nice. This is what they call prisoner's honey, wrung by the lamplighter bee from Exile's Rose. I wonder who made up these names, remarks able Seaman Carget. Someone who has read a sight too many books, I'm thinking. Well, I think you might be right. Either way, let us talk to the good surgeon. Ask after his desires and ambitions. Hello, my dear, sit down carefully. Just let me tidy away these implements. We don't want any carelessness, do we? No, not really. He's traveled much, seen all manner of wound and malady, but is anything left for him to discover? Any place he wishes to go? Ask... Okay. The Chelinate. You know it. They collect corpses. He shifts in his seat. Vast, noble, complicated corpses. What I could learn, what I could see. My dearest Captain, if we ever find ourselves in the Chelinet, I do hope you might see fit to release me from our arrangement. In the Far East, well, I'm afraid we won't be going there for quite some time. The East is a dangerous place, my friend. Ah, Venderbright is it's the north. There's something reassuring about, well, I don't remember this, but about something always being in the same place. Do you know what I mean? Hornman stag. Oh, the bats! I believe you can kill these for food, isn't that a thing? I remember being able to kill the bats for food. No? I don't know. Getting a little spooked. Never mind. We'll leave for now. Slow moving in the icy waters. Nevertheless. I'm very excited, actually. In about 9 hours or so, there's actually a DLC coming out for this game called Submariners. Or Submariners, if you pronounce it that way. Which sounds very, very exciting. It's a Vanderbright. Trouble with the tomb colonists. You've brought this decaying emigrant north, now what? An absent friend. It is everything I imagined, he tells you breathlessly. But there's someone missing. Please, bring her to me. She went off to Mangrove College. She needed to get out of London, but Vanderbright is just as safe as the college, and I'll wager she's bored as mud by now. Look for a shady sort in the Mangrove College, somewhere in the south of the Untersee. Okay. Explore Venderbright. Could do. Visit the first curator. Z captains. The first curator gives audience. The first curator is responsible for the preservation of the tomb colonists. It has been here much longer than London, like all the oldest tomb colonists. But even tomb colonists dissolve in the end. Its time is close. So essentially we're going to go see tomb colonist Yoda. No more light, the obsequious steward cautions you. The curator is terribly afraid of moths. He opens the door, and you step into near darkness. A pair of luminous lamplighter bees buzz in a latticed ivory tube. There is no other source of light. A bandaged shape no larger than a child lies crumpled on a couch. It lifts its head with obvious effort. It takes several seconds for you to distinguish its voice from the soft buzz of the bees, so we can listen to a whispered request. Z Captain, silk skin, not much left of me. I will go to the Grand Sanatorium. Bring me colors. 7 colors pay well. Okay. We can ask about that. We could accept the commission. Okay. Let's listen to his request. Cosmogone, Irigo, Pelican, Steward has list. Find them in here. Across the wide Black Sea. Let's ask about the Grand Sanatorium. One hears the name whispered here and there in the arcades of Venderbright. Oh, Silkskin, you don't want to know. The chuckling becomes a cough. We don't die here below, not unless we go to Z. So we need something else, somewhere to end. Now, we don't have the Neathbow yet. That's the part. We'll explore Venderbright, of course. Here they favor candlelight over gaslight. The shadows are swagged like cobwebs. Is it swagged? Suppose. The tomb colonists stand still enough to be mistaken for sculpture, until they laugh or cough. One building in 3 seems abandoned. A tomb colonist hobbles toward you. I will not, she hisses fiercely. I will not for the life, for me the sanatorium, nor the emergence. I lived and I will die. She draws a sword from her sash. You jump back. Tomb colonists, fearless and long experienced, are famed for their dueling skills. She raises a sword, flourishes it, and beheads herself with a triumphant cry. Her head bounces across the ground towards you. I'm gaining a little bit of terror there. We now have a lamentable relic. That's all for now. Let's gather some gossip, shall we? Who's plotting what out in the tomb colonies? Along the coast of the Entersea, it's remarkably hard to die. The decrepit and nearly dead who leave London become tomb colonists, and settle here in bandaged peace. But they don't give up their ties to their home, or their politics. They gather a haul of complex clues, enough to keep your contacts in London interested. Excellent. These shops here. We can buy fuel for 20. Okay, keep that in mind. We gotta remember these prices. So 20, supplies are 30. Okay. Are these bats we can fight? Oh, whoopsie dips. Off we go. No, it doesn't look like it. I'm not sure if we want to keep traveling north. Yeah, there's a bat swarm. We could have totally got the other one if we tried hard enough. Because they normally give... I'm not sure where their hitbox is. It seems a bit bugged right now. I'm not sure if you guys are feeling that. So we can slightly reduce their tear. Again, we don't care about tear. Or yes, get some supplies. Which is completely worth it. So 15 damage for supplies, that's fine. Pickett's Bluff. What was that? That was terrifying. Boreal Reach. Is this snow? Touch it and it puffs to vapor. Your crew huddles closer to the warm pipe and funnel. It's annoying we didn't quite discover all this, but that's okay. December 4th, 1887, fed the crew. That's right. Oh, that's one of those life bergs, yeah. We've entered a fog bank. Our gunners struggle to see foe. That's fine. Sensors Arch. Where are my supplies, actually? I've already forgotten. Shit. Oh, there they are. Five supplies. Okay. We do have to keep our supplies in mind. So we know when to return to London. You've gained a secret. Not sure what secret we gained. Like why anyway? Maybe it's going past Sensors Arch there. Nope, you can't. You have to explore everything yourself. Although, you can, like, talking to people and learning of places will tell you generally where they are. And again, the map is semi-random each time you play. London's always in the same place. I believe Venderbright and Wither are as well, it seems to be. But the rest of it seems to be quite random. The Khanate, I believe, is always somewhere in the middle-ish. Behind the great arch of the bay, the pale wastes stretch white and silent as the face of the moon. From here you almost imagine they were snow. North of the city, of the salt pools fizz with unlikely color. Let's go ahead and explore the town. Wither's a quiet, chilly town of grey stone, closed courtyards. The people are neither exactly unfriendly nor exactly hospitable. They have an irritating habit of answering a question with a question. Here and there are odd sights tucked away. Grilled troglodyte prawns. I mean, we could enter some hunger there. Try something mysterious. Oh god. Try the shredded jellyfish. No, we're not the cannibal we were last time, so we can't try something more robust. 32% chance to make this. Force it down. You'll regret it later. The jellyfish's venom numbs your tongue and roils in your stomach. So we failed the challenge. Oh well. Lost a little bit of hunger, gained a terror. Gather intelligence? Yes. I ask, citizens of Wither enjoy questions so much so that they always answer a question with another question. This can make intelligence gathering frustrating. Are you asking for any particular reason? At what time of day? Is that your hat? Might it be 6? It could be 6. Eventually you cobble enough together. Pardon me. Eventually you cobble together enough implication and supposition to compose a report. We could take shore leave. We do have 25 in Veils. Somehow that gives us a 75%. I've had bad luck doing this, but let's go ahead. So we lost 50 Echo. Keep a low profile. Your crew follow your example faithfully. One drinks a little too much pale Wuthern beer and has to be fished from the harbor, but they spend relatively decorous night gambling for salt and bone and return refreshed. So it cost us 50 Echo, and nothing good happened. So won't be doing that next time, but it's interesting to know that was a thing that happened. Reduce our terror a little. Reducing your terror, in my opinion, terror is not too important, because you can always reduce it down to 50 when you get to London. Granted, that's down to 50, but, you know. I don't remember this before. The Odinson Straits. Huh. Oh, well, that's the top of the map. Shit. So we're going to have to kick her in reverse for a minute here. So we're down to 5 fuel. We're going to need... say 3 fuel to return to London? If we keep playing it safe and not using our lights. December the 6th fed the crew. Fair enough. Something awaits us in London? Yeah. So we could return now, but oh, whoops. I didn't realize I bumped in. I didn't know you could. That's interesting. What do you got for me, Bat? Codex is some distance to the south. Okay. Now, right here was actually where the... right here was the fungus for us last time. The fungal co. So I don't know if it will be. And up here was like... well, that was the place where we got introduced to cannibalism. That was interesting. Coastlines are the same between runs and the islands, and hazards randomized. Yeah, you know, that makes a lot of sense, actually. But I think there's just the one coastline. A tooth-cracking treasure. A chunk of grit baked into your ship's biscuit. You crack a tooth and curse. Your crew chuckle, but when the object turns out to be a diamond, small and badly flawed, but a diamond nonetheless, they all hush. Diamonds are sacred to stone, one says. Give it to the Z, Captain. It'll be luck for us. Ah, well, Stone's already got his eye on me. So, fuck you, Stone. This is actually interesting. You're not going to throw a diamond into the Z to appease some nameless god of Zailer's superstitions? Or do the careful thing? Sailors pray to Stone when they want home, hearth, and healing. She's the kind of god you'd want on your side. Well, I don't care much for home, hearth, nor healing, as I don't have health to lose. Hearth is far and few between, and home is something I lack, so let's hang on to the diamond. It's totally going to piss off the gods, and we're going to get in trouble, but maybe get some money for it. 30 Echo. Oh, that's it. Your crew are disappointed, but diamonds are diamonds. Well, that's unfortunate. I was really hoping it would fetch me more than 30 Echoes. 30 Echoes I definitely should have paid Stone some mind. The Isle of Codex, a desperate cave full of mute exiles, an inexplicable colony of shivering, bad-tempered monkeys. So we do not have a doomed monster hunter. What do we need to do that? A searing enigma. We can compile a port report, though. The exiles see many come, fewer leave. Some are even willing to communicate, but their gestures are unfamiliar, the meanings unclear. Even when you can understand, they are answers without questions, as useless as a key without a lock. Fair enough. Oh, fuck the gods. I don't know, Origami. That's not normally a good idea in this game. That's odd there's snow this far south. I suppose we're actually not that far south. Oh god, Codex is way up here. Everything's different. I'm panicking. Well, I think this must be the Void's approach. The air crackles with frosty radiations. To the north, the false stars fall into darkness. Or fail into darkness. Let's see what we get, boys. I'd like a couple more port reports before we have to go back. Is Elphis, Deus Ex a possibility, maybe? Sounds kind of fun. Maybe not for long, but I wouldn't mind, like, seeing the beginning of it. And seeing how, yeah, this doesn't look good. Seeing how the original ties into it. Or I suppose it ties into the original as a prequel. This is a bit risky. Now we do burn a lot more fuel going through here. So we move extremely slowly. The Avid Horizon. That's not too far. Supplies are getting a little low. So in the beginning of this game, highly recommend playing it if you haven't, but the beginning of this game is a bit of a grind, I suppose. Now, if you just ignore that and you play the narrative part of it and you have a good time, excellent. But you're going to find yourself barely making enough money to afford all the fuel and supplies that you lose. The air trembles, a breath of change passes. This is the end. Two vast, winged guardians guard a gate of something like resin, smooth but uneven. It is deep gant, the color that remains when all the other colors have been eaten. Ice crusts over the crack between its valves. Approach and your breath freezes, falls tinkling in shards from the air. It'd be utterly foolish to touch the thing. A merciless wind blows from everywhere to everywhere. It passes without effort through your bridge coat, your flesh and your lungs. The dock lies empty. Explore the shoreline. What can be found on this bleak beach? Do we explore the shoreline? A shipwreck. Beneath the black and freezing water, a ship lies rustling, its hull's been torn like paper. Lifeberg's work? Some of the supplies and cargo are salvageable. Were they bringing sapphires here? Or why were they? 3 caskets of sapphires. Ooh. 3 fuel, 3 supply. That's nice. We can look into the stars, boys. We have 30 terror. Again, anything before 50 is fine. Well, we'll gather intelligence for sure. Such as there is to gather, where nothing moves. Nothing moves. The stillness is itself of interest to the Admiralty. It is not impossible someone foolish might attempt to open the gate. It is not inconceivable that it might open from the other side. And what then? Your journey here may attract the attention of a certain crimson patron. Return your port report to the Admiralty in London to unlock a new story. So, look into the stars. Stars float in the mirrored night of waves. Watch them for a while. Peace beneath the world. These are real stars. They burn above the roof of the Neath, beyond the earth, in the heavens, and in space. Even so far away, even now their eyes are on you. But here, in the night of the world... in the night under the world, you are safe. Safe. You return to your senses, gasping. Your hands are cold, numb. How long were you watching the stars? We're now nervous, and we gain a fragment, which is okay. You've heard a story. The ice by the gate's edge. There was a whisper about a hunting quest and a final revenge. Behind the ice. Yes, yes, this is what the rumors meant. A hunter frozen in the ice, hands contorted to claws, mouth agape. With her left hand, she plucked her own eye from its socket. It lies very close to the surface of the ice. If the stories are true, there's a dark virtue in that eye. Take it then, but perhaps you should put it in a jar. So we now have the hunter's eye. We lost a lot of fragments to do so, but that's okay. Boom, bada bing. That is interesting. I don't recall getting that before. I wonder what this eye will do for us. Probably nothing good. I'm sorry, crew. Might be in for it now. Now, the downside to spending fragments is fragments are spent like another form of currency, but unfortunately, you also need them to gain secrets, which is how you upgrade your stats. Like, for example, we can spend a secret to upgrade our pages, which allows us to get more fragments. So you can argue this is actually sort of an economic transaction there. We entered Stormbones. Saint Elgia sends his fires to dance in the air on deck. Very far away, we see the great light of the Ragged Crow. I wouldn't mind more pages, sure. Increase that by 1. He likes to sit very close when he speaks, the plausible surgeon. He speaks familiarity of diseases and hauntings, as if he knew their first names, but chose not to disclose them out of courtesy or discretion. This makes some of his advice confusing, but you do learn some intriguing details. Okay. This music's so good. Alright, I think we are coming just about far enough. We do want to check the top here, see what's going on, just so it's in my map and I can feel a little bit better about it. A sluggish wave, the ship pitches. Fed the crew today. The Ragged Crow, some distance to the south. Yes. Let's check this and then swing on back. Burning blue, a hiss of horror from the lookout. The glim lamp at the front of the ship is sputtering and arcing, fizzing with blue light. Even as you watch, the blue fades, but it's not a good omen. Spin them a story. I don't have any stories. Oh shit. Or attempt to calm them. Ooh, we succeeded. Light makes dark. The darkness underneath is more than an absence of light. It's a physical presence which distorts the shape of the world. Your light melts the darkness, restores sanity to the world. He explains something of this to your sailors. It's not the first time they've heard it, but they seem slightly less nervous. I love how you can use so many things for so many different things. I remember... Oh shit, what the fuck? I've never seen one of that before. A tyrant moth? No! 500 HP like hell. Oh, I think we've gone a little too far, boys. I'm intrigued, though. There's nowhere to dock here, from what I can see. Back to London, then. Mothra? Nowhere the dock that you can see. Oh, you borrowed. The Chongyi Rift. I'm interested. What have you, Chongyi Rift? Nothing. Nothing important. Now, as far as I recall, you do actually kind of have to have your lights on to map thing. Oh, shit. That can't be good. Cigar Vortex. I remember At first, not noticing it doing anything, but I think it drained our hull or something ridiculous. This must be the Void's approach. Yeah, we know about that. Glassy chomp of dark water. The iron clatter of feet at the hatchway. What is this? Oh, it's the Changi Rift, okay. Chop of Lights. Oh! Oh, the Chop of Lights used to be about here, but I'm fine with it being over here. This is where we gained our acquired taste last time. Burning blue. Oh, not again. Calm them, boys. Oh, we failed. Your measured and rational speech says you know good. The crew know bad luck when they see it. Oh, shit. We pissed somebody off. Oh, like, we're barely moving here, guys. Snow is just too thick. Do you hear music? Furtive faithful gather in the shadows between the many, many candles. A bell tolls in the chapel tower. Cracked iron laughter. Beware, this isle is full of voices. Well, we don't really need to eat right now. Smiling priest opens the door of the storehouse for you here. He says, eat, but take nothing away with you. Give a nightmare to the well. Yeah, that's interesting. You know what? We're not going to eat because we're not very hungry, and maybe we'll try a different path this time. Let's go ahead and gather intelligence. Yes. A smiling priest in a red cassock tends the chapel. The congregation are shy of light. They come and go in little ships, and it's strangely difficult to count them. Perhaps some of them are imaginary. Still, you know the name of a ship or two. I think that's all we can do here then. Yep. We're not gonna dine with the priest. Oh shit, is that moving? Oh fuck. Oh no. Mount Nomad. Oh, I thought it was just my eyes for a second. Oh, it saw me. Oh. Ouch. That fucking hurt. I think we're dead. Yep. There we go. Well, that was that then. Huh. Yeah, we are quite dead. Hey, Durin. Well, that was interesting. I mean, we didn't have any money, really. We didn't have any weapons. Huh. Well, what was our high stat again? It was our mirrors, right? I mean, we could keep our weapon, but again, it was just a basic weapon. Yeah, I suppose we'll do... See similar definition. Bullshit. Yeah. We'll accept that, sure. A pupil. Alright, well, try this again, I guess. That was fun. Oh, whoops, there we go. Oh, she just wants to go to the vendor, right? She embraces you. I'd kiss you, but my beloved is prone to jealousy. We were parted, but the ancient captains at Venderbright will know where she is. Labyrinth of the Tigers, what the fuck? Oh, cool. That's different. Anyway, let's go here. Well, because that is half our mirrors, right? Like, yeah. I mean, we had 50 before, so... Yeah. No, we don't need any more. We will take a Tomb Colonist, always. Happy to do that. Okay, well, there you go, guys. Invictus token, no? What is that? Yeah, sell the book. That's fine. It's Invictus token. That's interesting. Right there. Huh, I wonder what that does. That's really interesting. Either way, guys, well, that was Sunless Sea. We did a nice little round trip. Should have kept half your heart. Yeah, I mean, this guy's giving us the bonuses, though. So, I don't know if I even would have got a +1. But yeah, wow, I mean, that was interesting. I had a fun time. We had a good stuff. Good stuff. I mean, didn't expect it to go the way it did. I've never encountered that thing before, but we never encountered the moss before either. There's so much of this game still for me to, find. It's exciting stuff. Anyway, oh, pardon me. Hang on me. Oh yeah, sorry, Durin. It's pretty much over for the night. Zelphus is gonna do some Deus Ex in a bit, which is cool. I mean, I'll be hanging out here in chat. Sadly, normally I'd still be streaming for like another hour to hour and a half. But I'm pooched, man. A little bit sick, so, I'm having trouble. I'm not like pass out tired, but I'm just like drained, and it's, sorry guys. But yeah, so Zelphus gonna get that Deus Ex. It's gonna be really, really cool, and I'll be hanging out and talking to you guys in chat and that kind of cool stuff. And yeah, to anyone just tuning in now, like Durin and stuff like that, hey, have a nice night if you're not joining us for Deus Ex afterwards. But see you tomorrow, as always, everybody.